New Imperial releases are here from Artel W.
Spiking bits.
Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Baer from SpikyBits.com, and today I'm going to showcase for you some late winter, early spring releases from Artel W. You can check them out over at artelw.com. I'm about to show you here on the browser to my left that you can't even see, but through the magic of this recording device, it's all going to be seamless. See? Magic. Who knew it would be this easy to record things on the internet? Well, here's artelw.com. This is their actual website, not a facsimile. As you can see, I am scrolling over and looking at things. Now, right now, truth be told, they have a sale going on. By the time you see this video, it's probably not going to be going on. But don't let that slow you down. Check them out. Who knows? It might still be on. They might extend it. I don't know. They do sales from time to time, and they always have great quality stuff available over there. So make sure you check them out regardless. They have all sorts of different sizes, 28mm, 54mm busts. We've showed you a lot of that stuff in the past. They have different companies models themselves, so like different offerings, so they kind of work as like a little bit of a distro there. They have bits, so they have all sorts of great looking things. It takes about 2 weeks to get in, give or take, from Eastern Europe, but man, stuff is great. You know, it's very straightforward, high quality for the most part, resin with a ton of detail, and it definitely rivals some of the other miniature, well, the majority of other miniature producers out there. So first up, we have the LEU Riot Control Squad. This is a 5-part kit with some ladies with storm shields and I guess some sort of baton type attack weapon. You can also equip them with a bolt pistol looking weapon as well. Comes with a bunch of different head options, as you can see here, but probably even cooler is the fact that it comes with not only a kind of underslung under the fist, I don't know what you call that, but also a ready to strike version of the weapon as well. And then you've got the pistol, there's a holster for it, so I guess you would glue that on the hip or something if you put that in their hand. Multiple different head options here for the ladies. You've got a Sigourney Weaver kind of look, and then you got some helmeted options as well with visors. So there's a bunch of different ways to equip these ladies that I think all look great personally. Now, I went ahead and put one together. This retails for $49.99. Like I said, very high quality boutique resin right here. I put this one together in a little kind of like action pose. I'm not exactly sure if that's, I would imagine she would have it at the ready to strike and not exactly at ease or whatever they call it. But I mean, it's just a gorgeous miniature. Very high quality resin, very well detailed from all the strapping and all of the, I guess, armor. What do they call it? Carapace armor, I guess, sort of type deal around the hips. The shoulder pads look great. I mean, even the head sculpt is, let's see, can we get some good lighting on this? I don't know, but there we go. I mean, just very cool. Officer glasses, aviators, just looking fresh. And I feel like the armor plating on the chest is very well done. You know, a lot of folks go, I want my lady miniatures to look a certain way. I feel like that's very tasteful, but also very tactical at the same time, and it would be a blast to paint. So they are $49.99. You get 5 of them. You can equip them, like I said, any way you want right there. Next up is the Senior Officer of the Law, another great sculpt, and she's got a much more intricate pistol of some kind with the holster glued on there, so lots of options for her. I think she looks great at the ready or not ready to strike, I guess. Head is very well sculpted, and I just think the whole armor, the carapace kind of look to this is very fantastic. This retails for $14.99 for this one miniature, so it's a little bit more than the combo pack of 5 for $50, but still very good quality. I guess I should mention that the lady miniatures are pretty well sized compared to, you know, some of the G-Dub stuff out there. Like there's a Kriegsman, which is probably a little tinier sculpt than like say a Cadian or a Kadishan, and they're right along the same lines as that, so it seems to be pretty on scale for me. As far as Primaris goes, well, that definitely makes way more sense there on the scaling, so you don't have to worry about scaling as far as that goes. Another cool miniature, and I put it in the Imperial category, is the Chemfist Brute, which comes with kind of smashing through some low-lying bricks right there, but a a gorgeous miniature in and of itself, with all the stud work, the different kind of exoskeleton power suit sort of thing. Definitely reminds me of Bane from Batman. There's a different arm option with this kind of feed going in here, but I think it's got some studs on it and different things, and a little extra piece of armor that goes on here somewhere. I don't exactly know where it went, but I think this is pretty indicative of the quality of miniature. Now, it's on a 32 mil base as far as I can tell, and that's how it sizes up to a Primaris Marie, so it definitely gives you an idea. Now, this is $20, and I think it's you know, for a special character of some sort, I think it's very, very cool. Or it could be, you know, cyberpunky as well. These next two miniatures were kind of a co-release about the same time. We've got the Pilot and the Heiress, and as you can see, they are very similar in design, but one's more of like kind of like a flight suit kind of thing, like maybe Han Solo-ish reimagined, and then this one over here is more of a traditional kind of something you would expect, like, yeah, hey, this lady's got some money, she likes to fly jets or what have you, and you know, she's gonna dress a certain way as well. But you know, there's nothing to be said for a good blaster at your hip either way. There's a couple of different options where she's got the underslung or carrying, I guess, clutching her helmet. So there's a different arm swap, and this one has a kind of carrying case very similar to like this med kit here in the arm instead of the under the arm swap. So dual blasters, I didn't notice that till just now. Either way, gorgeous miniatures, $14.99 each. You get your pick right there. Would work great for a lot of different systems, including Warhammer 40k, of course. Just to give you an idea on scale, right around that smaller non-heroic 28mm, I feel like. This miniature is called the Chair, and I wonder who he's supposed to be. So it's kind of some sort of hover chair right here, and of course, well, you could use it for a lot of different things, but I have my ideas on what it is supposed to be right there. It also comes with two extra little armor plates that you can't see because I didn't put them in frame, but these you can glue on to cover up the pilots of the chair and protect him, as I think the idea is that this is supposed to extend up and kind of fill in and protect him. But either way, that remains exposed and these go right there. But it's a cool looking miniature. It's on a 40mm base, so it's in theory a little bit bigger than a Primaris girth wise, but not height wise right there. But it's very cool nonetheless. Next up is this really cool looking miniature. It could be The Rock, it could be Roadblock from G.I. Joe, or it could just be simply the hired gun. A large caliber weapon there with some solid slug projectiles, I would imagine, in a drum-fed packaging delivery system with a really cool looking pistol sidearm of some sort. Some really filled out packs right there. Fragmentation grenade, some sort of cybernetic exosuit that's a little bit above and beyond your standard carapace armor, I feel like, and a very striking resemblance to perhaps a famous actor out there. This is the hired gun. He's $14.99. He would look great on your tabletop as well, I'm sure, or leading out one of your guard armies. Here's how he compares up to a Death Corps Kriegsman. So about the same size, give or take. So very good scaling on that. And there's a Primaris Space Marine. So one day, maybe if he drinks enough milk, he'll be good enough to be, or tall enough to be, a Primaris Space Marine. So I think Artel has done a wonderful job with all of these Imperial miniature offerings that we've shown you right here. Tons of them, a whole squad of them, and they run anywhere from $14.99 on up to $30, $49.99 for the squad of 5 miniatures. So make sure you check them out over at Artel W Miniatures, where they really have a lot of great looking stuff for really good prices that are just unbelievable.